Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the middle of January 2021. This month we are just gonna jump right in here and get started and see what comes up for you. We're gonna use this main spread to take a look at your current energies, and then we are gonna clarify with the Lenormand at the end to see what else wants to come up for you. But Sagittarius, let's see here. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising as well for a full picture of what could be going on for you this month. But Sag, let's see here. You have a victory at the end here, Sagittarius, so I definitely like to see that. That's nice. But Sagittarius, let's see here. You start off with this patience card here. I feel like you have been very patient. This is coming up in your past position. You have the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Nine of Wands here. Very patient energy, really. The Hierophant, let's just say patience, right? The Hierophant can say that you have been very patient because he has 3 levels to the crown that's on his head. And it kind of represents going through 3 stages of learning something. So very patient energy. The Hermit, he has climbed to the top of a mountain to be successful. So, he has done some soul searching, some shadow work, some things like that. So I feel like you've done a lot of that type of work to be successful. And I feel like this is the success. And then you have the Nine of Wands as well. Nine of Wands isn't really a card of patience, but it can say that you have tried, many, many times to achieve something. And it's like now you could be achieving something. I do feel like for some of you, it's like you've been trying to be patient with a person who's very stubborn. I feel like this person has like big walls built up around them in a lot of ways. I feel like you've tried to be flexible here in this situation, but, if you're dealing with a person who has been stubborn or who has up too many boundaries with that Nine of Wands, it almost looks like you're just going to be walking away. 3 of Swords here. It's like you're choosing your own happiness. But for the most part, I feel like this is more kind of like talking about the fact that you've had to do some learning, or maybe you've had to go through a process of learning something new with that Hierophant energy. You have the Storyteller card. This card can represent like education or self-education, needing to teach yourself something is what I'm getting with the Hierophant in this card. But I really feel this is you. I feel like it's saying things are kind of wide open for you right now, Sagittarius. I feel like you have the opportunity to kind of tell the story or live the life that you want to live. And I just feel like you need to tell that story. Look, I mean, it is like literally a blank page here, and there's this key, like says you have the keys necessary to kind of live the life you truly desire. You have the 6 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. Definitely a change in direction, plain and simple. The 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, moving forward. The Queen of Cups is a change in direction. There are certain cards in the tarot that I personally use. I call them clue cards. To me, they are a clue that, something is going to happen. Queen of Cups to me is a clue that there's going to be a change in direction in your love life for the most part. And you do have the 3 of Swords, so that you could be going through a breakup, separation type situation for sure for some of you. It could be a divorce. It could be with a Virgo or Cancer, Taurus I see here. It could be any sign, of course. This is just a general reading. But I do feel you could be going through a breakup. For others, this could just be a change. And it could be kind of making you feel a little sad with the 3 of Swords, because the 3 of Swords is a card of sadness, but it is a card of a temporary sadness. You have a lot of cards here that kind of represent going through a rite of passage as well. The Hermit kind of represents like a dark night of the soul or doing some soul searching. And then you have the 6 of Swords, which is going through a rite of passage. You also have the All That Glitters card here in this last row. This card basically says all that glitters is not gold. You have these 2 masks that are on this card. It can represent like seeing something for what it truly is. You're the last sign that I'm doing for these mid-monthly readings. And there has been like a lot of this like truth being revealed type of energy in the readings, which is weird. You have the Page of Wands, the Chariot, and the Ace of Swords here. I mean, this could be a truth coming out in your life, and it's going to lead to a victory, whatever this truth is. It's going to lead to a new beginning. Again, I've kind of moved through this reading very quickly because it's very straightforward to me. I feel like you have learned the truth about something over here. It could be a marriage or a situation that you're in, but it feels like whatever it is, whether it's love or money related, it feels like something where there are just certain boundaries, and it's like someone isn't willing to open up here with this Nine of Wands. I feel like this is you. kind of seeing through the illusion. It's like you're seeing the truth, and it's like you're starting a new journey. It's like literally a lot of these cards are facing this way. You're like the second sign for this mid-monthly that has had a bunch of cards going in this direction, but then the last row, everything is pointing in this direction, basically. Again, you have the Page of Wands. He's facing this way. He's ready to go on an adventure. If you're thinking about taking a risk or stepping off a new adventure, I definitely would. Page of Wands, he is protected from risk. He has these salamanders all over his cloak. In ancient mythology, the salamanders could walk through fire, and it kind of represents the fact that they are protected from fire. And you have the Chariot here as well, which is like a major victory, but having a choice to make. And then the Ace of Swords, major victory. I feel for some of you, the victory is just that you're getting the truth of the matter. You're getting the truth in a situation. This is setting you free. The Chariot, a lot of people have had this card. This could be a move, by the way, for some of you, but a lot of people have been getting this card, and you know, this card can represent needing to operate within certain boundaries. Again, I don't know. I feel like there could be some weirdness going on in the world over the next couple of months here, Sagittarius. So, you know, it's like we might be experiencing some boundaries. We might be experiencing some restrictions, you know, beyond COVID, or, you know, more with COVID and things like that. It's like the Chariot says that you can still be successful no matter what is going on around you in your life. It says you need to take control and work within those boundaries. And that's what I feel like you're doing here. But I feel like this is like a major victory. I need to pull you an extra row to figure out what this victory is for you here, Sagittarius. So let's ask and see in what area of your life could this victory be happening for you here. I'm actually just going to move these out of the way. So what area of your life is this victory? Five of Hearts, could be feeling a little sad. You're the second sign that has had something about potentially moving away from something. There's sadness there, but it's like you have a lot more to look forward to than you realize. We'll talk about that in a minute. You have the Knight of Wands, very good here. A very quick, rapid movement, I would say, to you here, coming up in the same row with the Chariot. It's like you're charging towards your true desire in life. And the Ten of Pentacles, damn, Sagittarius, you're moving towards everything you want in life. The Ten of Pentacles is the tree of life. It represents like everything you desire, everything you want in your life. I feel like there's just something that you have to let go of here. Five of Cups, he's crying over the spilt milk, but if he would just turn around, he would see these two cups. But as I always say, he's not just getting those two cups. He's also getting this bridge that leads to this castle here as well. So he's also kind of going to be getting inside this castle right here, Sagittarius. So I would, no stinking thinking at this time. Yeah, time to go. Can't make this stuff up. Definitely time to kind of like let something go that makes you sad, or definitely time to let something go that where there are too many restrictions or too many boundaries or issues or whatever. So let's clarify this, Sagittarius, and see what's coming up for you. Thank you for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But Sagittarius, you have the Queen of Spades. It's called the Bouquet. It can represent like a love offer coming in for you. You have the Sun, damn, Sagittarius, very good card. And you have the Seven of Spades, communication. There could be communication coming in for you in love. This is like a love offer being made towards you. So if you are looking for love, I feel like someone could be making a love offer. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, water sign. Cancer is standing out to me here. Could be any sign. This is just a general reading. But it could be love. It could require a move or movement, so it could be like a long distance thing. You're like the second sign as well that has had something about something long distance coming in for you. But I feel like it'll make you very happy. The Sun, just like the Tarot, the Sun is like the best card in the Lenormand, card of like happiness, celebrations, reasons to celebrate, success coming in for you. You have the Ten of Hearts. Everybody's had this card. Ten of Hearts is called the Dog, and it represents loyalty. It's card of like fortune after difficulty as well. But you could be meeting someone in love who is going to be very loyal to you, or who will be very loyal to you. You have the Four of Diamonds, patience for your soulmate as well. And the Three of Hearts, love it. Three of Hearts to me is an indicator card. It doesn't really have a meaning. To me, it just indicates the direction of a reading. And it just says you are moving towards this victory here. Ten of Hearts, fortune after difficulty. Four of Diamonds is a card of patience. Funny enough, it's also a card of safety, security, comfort, protection. The Five of Cups, that castle represents safety, security, comfort, protection. So it's like you're charging towards this castle, which is actually the inside of the castle is right here, Ten of Pentacles. So it's like you're moving towards these rewards, but I do feel like you're kind of like in limbo. I feel like you're having to let something go here with this Time to Go card. You know, this All That Glitters card, it's like really speaking to me here. I feel like it's saying that maybe you're with a person who you thought was the one. But it's almost like you're realizing that they have a lot of bad traits, or you're realizing that they're not the one. Same thing in work. It's like you could be kind of looking at something in work and be like, yeah, this isn't really what I want to do, so I'm going to make a change. The Chariot is a victory, but I feel like some sort of truth that is being revealed here is going to set you free with this reading. You have the Two of Hearts. It's like you're walking towards your true love with that Two of Hearts. The King of Hearts, what do you know? Safety, security, comfort, protection. This card is called the House, and it could represent a water sign coming in for you. And the boat, definitely a lot of travel. You have a lot of travel energy here. The boat is like a ship. You know, it's called a ship. It's like a boat in the ocean. It just represents going from one thing to another. But I feel like this is a very quick change is what's popping into my head now in this last row. I'm going to pull another row, but I'm just saying in this last row here, Sagittarius, it's like there's going to be a very rapid change in your life once you move on from something. With that time to go energy, I would say this is something you want to let go of. And again, to me, I don't think tarot can tell you to move on from something or not, right? It's like you have free will. You can do whatever you want. So let's, get that out of the way right now. But if you want to move on, or if you're, I feel like this is more saying you're already thinking about moving on. You're already feeling like you're going to move on from a situation. Could be in love, could be in business. I feel like this is saying that you will make that change. You will be moving on from something with this energy. You will be moving forward. Two of Hearts, perfect match in love. So it could be true love coming in for you here for sure. Could be at a distance with that Ten of Spades. So like I said, going from one place to another. But I like this reading for you. You have the Queen of Clubs here. Queen of Clubs is a card of seduction. And you have the King of Spades. Definitely, this card is called the Lily. You have divine counterparts here. Queen of Spades, King of Spades. And you have the Fox. The Fox is a card of trickiness. A lot of tricky energy in these mid-monthly readings. I feel the trickiness is more like on a global scale, I would say. I feel like it's more the news. So, I would be careful what information you allow into your life, and I would be careful with the things that you believe at this time. And as I always tell people, always ask me what I'm talking about. I'm like, well, you need to decide what you believe for yourself. That's Neptune and Pisces. My thing is like a reading like this could say that there are certain things that are going to be coming out in the world, and it's like whether you believe them or not is up to you. Neptune and Pisces, I've been very careful with Neptune and Pisces, because Neptune and Pisces to me says that basically the truth is your own inner truth. The truth is not someone else's truth. So it doesn't matter what I believe about anything. It doesn't matter what anybody else believes about anything. The trick with Neptune and Pisces is to believe what you believe and decide that what you believe is important. That's all that matters, right? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, Sagittarius. So I feel like you need to realize that. It's no surprise to me that, we have Neptune and Pisces and we have Chiron and Aries at the same time. Chiron and Aries is about healing the masculine, but it's like more about healing independence, healing what you believe. Again, why do you think we have, all these sides showing up on the news, right? Everybody who's one side or the other. It's kind of like the extreme, right? It's going to one side. Now it's going to go the other way, where people are going to become more individual, probably have their own, be able to make up their own minds. They're not going to just follow the crowd, right? Which is probably how we got here in the first place. So I get that here. I feel like you're becoming more independent in a lot of ways. I feel like your main focus should be kind of like focusing on the story you want to tell with that Storyteller card. And you need to focus on your own life, Chariot. Again, the Chariot has been coming up like crazy. The Chariot to me can represent external circumstances, and you always get this. These two sphinxes, they are sphinxes, number one, because they represent mysteries and secrets, right? But they can also represent things that are controlling the Chariot. He is in control of the Chariot, but these two, he has to operate within these two sphinxes. He has to operate within certain rules and regulations, and that's what the sphinxes can represent. They represent external circumstances. He's ultimately in control, but he's operating within these boundaries. Right here, Nine of Wands. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you are operating within certain boundaries here. I definitely feel like there's a victory coming in for you here with the Chariot and the Ace of Swords. This could be like a truth coming out that leads to your Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is different for everyone. Ten of Pentacles is, like I said, the tree of life. So it could be maybe you want to have a family, and maybe you want to have a business, maybe you want to have a family and a career. It could be pretty much everything that you desire is coming in for you here, Sagittarius. So it's a very powerful reading. I do feel like you're I would call this kind of like a limbo reading, where I feel like you're kind of like in this in-between time with this time to go card. It's like you're about to make a transition, but you're not quite at the doorway just yet. But really good reading, Sagittarius. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this month. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate all the support. But thank you, Sag, and definitely enjoy the rest of your month.